6 years. 6 years of writing thoughts that nobody else has ever read. Some pages are filled with gratitude, some pages are filled with tears, some pages are filled with confusion, overthinking, and frustration. And the strange thing is, when I wrote my first journal entry 6 years ago, I never planned to continue for 6 years. I wasn't trying to become a journaling person. I wasn't following a challenge. I wasn't trying to create a perfect morning routine. I was simply trying to change my mindset and had a diary with me. So, why not give it a try? And that simple decision ended up changing the way I understand myself today. When I first heard about journaling, most people talk about it as a mental health tool. They said it helps with stress and anxiety and create self-awareness. Honestly, I was skeptical. I'm someone who gets bored easily. I start things with excitement and then move on to something else. So I didn't want to spend money on fancy journals, stickers, or expensive stationery. I already had an unused diary, so I picked up a pen and started. Nothing dramatic, nothing life changing. Just 3 sentences of gratitude every day. That's it. 3 simple sentences. Looking back now, I realize something important. Most habits don't fail because they are difficult. They fail because we try to do too much at the beginning. Psychologists call this reducing friction. The easier a habit feels, the more likely you are to repeat it. My journaling habit survived because I made it incredibly simple. Over time, those 3 gratitude sentences became paragraphs, paragraphs became pages, pages became years, and those pages now hold different versions of me: the excited version, the confused version, the heartbroken version, the hopeful version. There were days when writing felt effortless. There were also days when I stared at a blank page wondering what to write. I've cried while writing. I've smiled while reading old entries. I've encouraged myself through difficult periods. In fact, the script you're listening right now started somewhere inside a journal. Not in this exact word, but every idea began as a thought that was first written down on a paper. One thing I discovered is that during emotional situations, we rarely see ourselves clearly. Think about the last stressful event you experienced. Maybe an argument, maybe a disappointment, maybe a difficult decision. In that moment, emotions take over. We are reacting, not observing. But when you write about the situation later, something interesting happens. You become both the participant and the observer. You start noticing patterns. Why did I react that way? Why did that comment hurt me so much? Why do I keep repeating the same mistake? This process is called self reflection, and according to psychology, self reflection increases self awareness, which is one of the strongest predictors of personal growth. You cannot change what you don't understand, and journaling helps you understand yourself. If you're anything like me, your mind never stops. One thought becomes 10, 10 thoughts become 50, and before you know it, you're replaying the same situation over and over again. Psychologists call this rumination. It's when the brain loops through the same thought without reaching a solution. I struggle with overthinking. I analyze situation repeatedly. I replay conversation. I imagine different outcomes. And sometimes the mental noise becomes exhausting. That's where journaling helps me the most. Instead of carrying those thoughts in my head, I put them on paper. Every worry, every fear, every idea, every frustration, everything. This practice is often called a brain dump. And something magical happens when thoughts leave your mind and appear on paper. They stop feeling so heavy, they stop feeling endless, because now they are visible. And once you can see them, you can work on them. But there is one part of journaling that nobody talks about it enough: honesty, real honesty. Not writing what sounds good, not writing what makes you look like the hero, writing exactly what you feel, even when it isn't pretty. because we all have that part of ourselves that we rather ignore: jealousy, anger, fear, insecurities, mistakes. Writing honestly forces you to face those parts, and that can be uncomfortable. But awareness comes before change. The moment you acknowledge something, you gain the power to improve it. Many of the positive changes I've made in my life starts with a difficult journal entry where I finally admit the truth to myself. Interestingly, journaling isn't just something that feels good. Researchers have studied it for decades. Studies have found that expressive writing can improve emotional well-being, reduce stress, and help people process difficult experiences. People who regularly journal often report better emotional awareness, lower stress level, improves sleep quality, better clarity in decision making. One of my favorite findings is gratitude journaling. Research suggests that writing down the things that you're grateful for can improve mood and help shift attention away from negativity. Which is interesting because that's exactly how my journaling journey started, with three simple gratitude sentences. Sometimes the simplest habit create biggest changes. So why do I still journal even after 6 years? The answer is simple. Because my journal listens. That might sound strange, but think about it. We all have people we love, friends, family, partners. But constantly unloading every thought onto another person can become overwhelming. People get tired, people get busy, people have their own struggles. A journal asks for nothing, it simply listens. No judgment, no interruption, no opinion, just space. And sometimes space is exactly what we need. Whenever I feel overwhelmed, I write. Whenever I'm confused, I write. Whenever I need clarity, I write. The paper holds my thought until I'm ready to understand them. And when I revisit the old entries, I often realize something amazing. Problem that once felt impossible eventually passes. Fear that once felt overwhelming never happened. And challenges that once broke me eventually made me stronger. That's a perspective you can only gain when your thoughts are documented. 6 years ago, I picked up a pen because I had an empty diary, that's all. I had no idea that a simple habit would teach me so much about myself. Journaling didn't solve all my problems, but it helped me understand them. It didn't remove every difficult emotions, but it gave me place to process it. And sometimes that's enough. So, if you have ever about starting a journal, don't worry about writing perfectly. Don't worry about fancy notebooks. Don't worry about writing pages and pages every day. Start with one sentence, one thought, one moment of honesty. Because 6 years from now, you might look back and realize one small entry became one of the most valuable conversations you ever had with yourself. So, before I end this video, I'm curious, do you prefer traditional pen and paper journaling like me, or have you switched to digital journaling app? Let me know down on the comments. A pen and paper is valuable, but there are many digital solutions, which is making journaling convenient and engaging. Have you tried any digital journals? Let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.